Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is...
Thank you for joining me for the March edition of The Tea with Dr. T. I wanted to reach out today to talk about something that's really been ruminating on my heart, and that is the concept of release. Every year for my birthday, I have a word for the year. Last year's word was intention. I tried to move with intentionality in everything that I did, every relationship, my friendships, my relationship with my children, my parents. I just tried to be intentional in what did I want the outcome of the interaction to be. And so that has really moved me forward in a lot of my relationships. It's grounded me in a lot of my relationships. And so this year's theme is release. Release. I want you to just sit with that for a minute. Release. So I'm going to be releasing a lot of things this year. One of the things that I'm working on right now, as you all know, I've been single and ready to mingle for most of the past 3 years. I am sitting right now in the fact that I am releasing the outcome. I am releasing the need and desire to be with a man or woman, because someone asked. I'm releasing the desire to have a partner, a kingdom spouse, and I am settling into the beauty and wonder that is my life right now. My life is so full. As my CEO, Carrie Baker, always says, I am enough, and I am. And no relationship is going to complete me. I am complete. Oh, that feels fire just saying that. And honestly, I don't think I've ever been here before. I've had snippets of this before in between relationships, but I've always gotten right back on Facebook dating as a relationship ended. I've always been talking to somebody or dating somebody. And this time I'm just not. I'm just not. My son told me last night when I made this declaration to him that he is so proud of me, that this is the most proud he's ever been to me. And I feel the same way. I am releasing the need to be coupled. Yes, God said it is not good that man should be alone. Yes, God said he was going to make a helpmeet. Yes, I believe that kingdom marriages are amazing and that they move further God's plan for this world. But there is a expectation, right, to be in a kingdom marriage that leads to continual disappointment. And I am tired of living with the disappointment that it hasn't happened for me yet. I thought I'd be single like 6 months, maybe a year. Because, baby, who would want to marry me? And so now, again, entering year 3, I've decided to give it up. I've decided to release the expectation. That allows me to settle into my life, the fullness of my life, without disappointment, without dismay. Instead of saying, I don't have a partner, I don't have a boyfriend, I don't have a fiance, I don't have a husband, to celebrate my grand, glorious birthday on Wednesday, March 25th, mark your calendars. I'm instead saying, look at all the love and all the people that are showing up to celebrate me in all the various ways. And I'm moved to tears, literally. Because my life is wonderful. It is voluminous. It is so much more than I imagined when I was a little kid. God has honestly done exceedingly and abundantly above all that I could ask or think. So if that means living without a spouse, God has been the best husband I've ever had. He's never left me or forsaken me. Everything has been taken care of. My bills have been paid. Ways have been made. My children are safe and blessed. My grandchildren are safe and blessed. I have a home that I love. I have great friends. I love my vehicle. I could just go on and on and on. But that thought that there's something missing has been the thorn in my side these past 3 years. And I'll be honest, I don't think I'm built to be alone. I think I was born to be somebody's wife. But if it hasn't happened, I got to move on. I have to restructure. I have to reframe my thinking in a way that does not allow me to keep coming from a place of deficit. I want to live my life from a place of abundance, because there is more than enough. There is more than enough love. It's just not that type of love. And I don't want imitations or imposters either. I don't want to settle. I don't want to make this story the love story, because I don't think anything else is going to show up for me, because I've done that before too. I know what kind of love I desire, because I know what kind of love I give. I know I wanted it to be complete. I wanted it to be consistent. I wanted it to be never ending. I wanted a friendship. I mean, I know what I want, and I will not settle ever again. So again, if that means letting it go, practicing, as my friend says, the law of detachment, right? I don't need these things. In order for me to experience joy and happiness, the joy of the Lord is my strength. There's fullness, there's joy in the indwelling with the Lord, and that is enough. What happens when you're not happy and satisfied with your life is that you begin to have disdain. You begin to complain. You begin to murmur. And that leads to depression, anxiety, all type of things. We live the life that we once prayed for, but we forget to appreciate it. We forget when we prayed for the house. We forget when we prayed for the job. We forget when we prayed to be this size. And then we take it for granted, and then we start to complain. When we release our expectations, we allow ourselves to be grounded in the present. Remember, anxiety is worrying too much about the future. Depression is worrying too much about the past. The way that we balance that out is by being right here in this present moment, giving thanks. Giving thanks. I have survived the unimaginable in the past 3 years. I survived single motherhood again. I've survived losing my queen, my granny, what I thought would take me clean up out. I've survived getting to know and love myself again, prioritizing myself, respecting myself. Remember, you have to treat yourself the way that you're expecting other people to treat you. You have to do it for yourself first. And I had to learn that. I had to learn to prioritize myself. I had to learn to be consistent with myself the way I expected somebody else to be consistent with me. So release. In the season of release, we have to remember to show up for ourselves. We have to remember that every single day we create the life of our dreams. Every single day we are determining what our future looks like by the choices that we make today. When we release the things that we're holding on to, we release those things that we're ruminating over. We release the need to be right. We release the need to make other people pay for our suffering. We played a part in our suffering, even if it's just opening the door in our heart to that person. We played a part in the suffering. So we don't have to be the victim. Because if you're the victim, there's nothing you can do. You don't have any agency. But if I say I played a part in welcoming these people into my life, I played a part in not going to God or using discernment and making these decisions, I played a part in where I am today. If I played a part, that means I can play a part in undoing this. I can play a part in moving beyond this. I can play a part in envisioning something beyond this. You have agency. And you know the best thing about releasing is as you release, you make way for the more. As you release your expectations, you make way to appreciate that which is right there around you. As you release, you settle and you ground. We are not what has happened to us. We are not the things that are around us. We are a soul, a spirit that is being housed within a body. But we are able to have spiritual experiences all the time. We don't have to wait until Sunday to have a spiritual experience. God is with us at all times, waiting for us to access, waiting for us to ask, waiting for us to imagine and create our future. So I speak to those of you who feel bound, who feel heavy, who feel weighted by what you may be going through. You have the power and authority through Jesus Christ to move through this. You have the power and the authority to see yourself beyond what you are experiencing right now. Whether it's grief, depression, anxiety, suicidal ideation, obesity, whatever it is, you can see yourself on the other side of this. But first, you have to release. Release the old narrative, the story that you're telling yourself about why you're in the situation you're in. Release that. Release that anger and bitterness that you have about the people who have harmed you. Forgive them and release that. Release where you think you should be at this point in your life. Release that. You are right where you need to be. Release that you're wrong. Forgive yourself. And then forgive others. As we release, I believe that we are going to enter into the best season of our life. I believe we're going to move into a lightness. I already feel lighter since I made this decision to release being in a relationship in this season of my life. I already feel lighter. It was like immediate. I feel lighter. I feel like I can go into this birthday week and just enjoy myself without that black cloud of where your man at, girl, hovering over me. I love it. I feel free. We are not defined by the relationship that we're in. We're not defined by whether we got married or not, whether our marriage was successful or not, whether we had children. We're not defined by that. We are defined by how we show up every single day and change other people's lives. So today, we are released to change somebody's life, to impact somebody's life, to love someone who thinks that they're unlovable, to share our gifts with the world. It's Aries season, baby. It's spring. You know, March 25th in the old calendar was the first day of the year, my birthday. That's special to me. But every day we get the chance to wake up and make it the first day of the rest of our lives. We get to do something for ourselves and others that will change the trajectory of our future. And I invite you today to do that with me. Let's release.